Welcome back. Air India remains in the spotlight. Australian cricketer David Warner expressed his frustration with the airline after he boarded the aircraft along with other passengers, only to discover that there were no pilots that were available, resulting in hours of waiting at the Bengaluru airport. He lashed out at the airline's decision to board passengers without ensuring pilot availability. For the delay Warner has experienced, they attributed it to weather-related disruptions affecting the operating crew's schedule. Air India replied to Warner's ex-post, stating that challenging weather conditions in Bengaluru led to diversions and delays across multiple airlines. This resulted in the crew being held up on an earlier assignment, causing the delay in departure. Bengaluru was brought to a standstill on Saturday as rain lashed the city, causing waterlogging and traffic congestion across several parts. The rain also affected flight operations, with at least 19 flights, including 2 of Air India's, being diverted to other destinations due to the weather conditions in Bengaluru. We're crossing over to my colleague Nikhil to bring us more on this. Nikhil, tell us more about the plight of the passengers here and how exactly Air India is covering this up by saying that it was due to weather. Why weren't the passengers informed? Why were they boarded on the flight?
Well, Aisha, this is the main point about the communication as to why the passengers were not informed in the very first place, because the airport management, they well in advance, they informed about the adverse weather condition. It not just impacted the Air India. In fact, many of the airlines who operate from that particular airport. And as per the details, because of the thunderstorm and the rainfall activity, there was a traffic congestion which was observed in the aerial limits of the Bangalore airport. This is the reason as to why the disruption was caused across all the airlines. But clearly, the passengers of the Air India, they were not informed of the same. And in one of the flights, Australian cricketer David Warner, he boarded the flight and he had gone on to say on the social media bashing Air India that as in passenger, they all have boarded the Air India plane, but there is no pilot inside the cockpit. So this is something which has garnered the reaction, although the Air India also reacted on that particular tweet, wherein they have gone on to say because of the adverse weather condition, the impact was seen at the Bangalore airport. So this is the overall situation which is being seen. But the point, as you have rightly mentioned, as to why the passengers were not informed in the very first place about the overall disruptions.
Absolutely. Nikhil, thank you so much for joining us and getting us more details there.